Today I will be reviewing Blood Rage. And yes, Blood Rage, well, of course has gory kills because it's in the title, Blood Rage. Yeah, it's a crazy, like, B-movie slasher, which takes place on Thanksgiving night. And not gonna lie, I actually do like this movie. It's cheesy as heck, but the soundtrack is just so amazing. But yes, I do absolutely like this movie. It is cheesy, but I do like this movie. So yeah, the movie is basically about these, like, twin brothers, Terry and Todd, who are basically, I don't know, like, one of the brothers is, like, evil, and one of them is innocent, and the innocent one ends up in this mental, like, hospital place, but he decides to, like, escape the mental hospital so he can stop his evil brother on Thanksgiving night. And all of that sounds just insane, but I cannot wait to review this movie. This movie is cheesy as heck, but I just love reviewing cheesy, fun horror movies. And for a Thanksgiving treat, since this is coming out on Thanksgiving Day, this movie review, I felt it would be nice to review a Thanksgiving horror movie. So let me review this movie. The movie begins in 1974 at a drive-in theater, which is pretty nice because drive-in theaters sound I can't even speak. Interesting. Oh my god, I can't even speak. And I think it is finally time for a title card in this movie. Wait, what? Slasher? Isn't this movie called Blood Rage? Yeah, so apparently this movie is called, well, apparently they call this movie, like, Slasher, which was, like, produced or something. And then the movie, like, came into theaters, and they called the movie Nightmare in Shadow Woods. And then the movie came to, like, video, and they call it Blood Rage. Oh my god, a movie with 3 titles is ridiculous. But the movie that we know is definitely called Blood Rage. But seriously, all those other titles sound interesting for the movie, and pretty random at the same time. But you know what is cool about this movie? Is that we do get to see this actor, Ted Raimi, who apparently played this character, Henrietta, in Evil Dead 2. Man, I cannot wait to review the Evil Dead franchise. That will be very interesting. We then get to meet this character, Maddie, who apparently has 2 twin sons. And I do think Maddie is, I don't know, a pretty interesting character, I would say. But yes, these are the 2 twins in this movie, Terry and Todd, and I think they are pretty cool because they are, like, the main focus of this movie. By the way, is that a shotgun while they're sleeping? What the heck? That is very dangerous. Terry and Todd to sneak out. So yeah, apparently these characters are, like, sneaking out of the car, apparently, because they do not want to get caught by their mom. I mean, okay, I guess that's, okay idea. But yeah, I don't think sneaking out would be a good idea. But who knows? These are just kids. Apparently, this one kid, Terry, decides to grab a hatchet so he could do some killing. Which is, yeah, a bad idea. So yeah, Terry decides to get this, like, random guy. And not gonna lie, this kill is pretty gory, to be honest. Also, the blood on the popcorn just looks so crazy. Oh no, not the popcorn. Anything but the popcorn. Terry decides to, well, I don't know, make it look like Todd is the killer, even though Terry is clearly the killer. But apparently Todd is, well, of course Todd is innocent, but I don't know why he's, like, acting chill about it. Oh, great, and now it's 10 years later after all of that drama going on. Maddie now arrived at this mental institution so she can visit her, well, son, Todd, who is clearly not the murderer, but is accused of being the murderer. And then apparently we get some weird dialogue in the movie, which just sounds so cheesy that somewhat I do enjoy just hearing this cheesy dialogue. Just listen to it. It's ridiculous.
On another issue was also somewhat negative.
No more tests!
My past work with hysterical patients helped me calm her down.
Yeah, that is absolutely some cheesy dialogue and a voiceover. I don't even understand what's going on, but whatever, I guess. I guess it's for the humor or something, or whatever. Todd decides to step in and say Happy Thanksgiving to his mom, and then apparently his mom gives Todd some pumpkin pie, but Todd is trying to explain to his mother that he is not the killer. Terry is the killer. And apparently Todd's anger all goes out onto, well, crumbling pumpkin pie. Why would you do that? It's a waste of food. Why would you do that, Todd? Why? Oh my god, I wonder what Maddie's thinking at this point. Oh, sure, and I guess throw some pumpkin pie on the wall. Yeah, that's definitely gonna help your anger. Yeah, definitely. We're now with Todd's, well, twin brother, Terry, who is, well, of course the villain, being in disguise as the hero. But we all know he is the villain. So yeah, Terry is just living a normal life playing football with his friends. Fun! We then get to meet Todd's girlfriend, Karen, and I do think she is a pretty cool character to this movie. So good job for that. We also get to see these other characters, Andrea. We also get to see Karen's, well, Wait, hold on. There are too many characters, this is complicated. What I meant to say was, also get to see Andrea's friend, this, like, random woman who I guess is dressed as, like, a taxi driver or something. I don't really know, man, but I guess that's cool. I guess. Karen, Andrea, and the taxi cab lady are all there for Thanksgiving. So yeah, that's nice. We get a bunch of characters for Thanksgiving. Let's go! Including Maddie. Yay! Wow, this is very, 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 very interesting. Yay! And apparently we get a bunch of close-ups on the characters smiling and laughing. Sure, why not? Oh great, I guess it's a good time for Maddie to say that she's gonna get married to this guy named Brad. Sure, I guess it's a surprise on Thanksgiving. Oh, that's nice. And apparently Terry is mad that, well, her mom is getting married to this guy named Brad. Well, you're just gonna have to deal with it, Terry. Also, is Terry okay? He has a ridiculous face. Are you good, Terry? Are you good? It's now revealed that Todd has escaped the mental institution, which is, well, actually good news. I say good news because, well, Todd is actually the good twin, which, yes, I say countless and countless of times, but I'll say it again. Yes, so Todd is the good twin, and of course Terry's the bad twin, who is disguising himself to be good. Yeah, you cannot fool anyone, Terry. We all know you're the killer. Oh, that's nice. You already have the dinner rolls ready for Thanksgiving. Heck yeah. Terry is, I don't know, getting ready or something, and then the doorbell rings, and then this guy with a gun, oh my god, confronts Terry. Oh my god. Well, turns out it is a tranquilizer, not a gun. Even though if it clearly does look like a gun. And apparently we get to see this woman, Dr. Bourbon or something, who is in, like, the mental, like, institution with Todd, apparently. Yeah, there are lots of complicated things going on in this movie. Like, twin brothers, this woman, a guy with a tranquilizer gun. Yeah, there is lots of complicated things in this movie, but I'm trying to explain as best as I can so you can understand what's going on in this movie. And apparently we see this guy, Jackie, who thinks this is Todd, but this is not Todd. I mean, they do look the same because they're twins. We then get a random scene where, well, Brad talks to Dr. Bourbon and the guy Jackie. Wow, that's basically about it. Brad decides to, I don't know, play with a gun, and then Terry decides to knock on his door, but Terry kills Brad by, oh my god, literally chopping off his hand. Oh my god, and it's crazy that his hand is moving even if it got chopped off. That is crazy, but we later see his body, which looks, well, crazy. And brutal, because these kills are absolutely brutal. We're back with Jackie, who apparently is still searching for Todd, but Terry approaches him and catches him smoking, but of course Terry is just gonna kill Jackie by literally stabbing him in, well, the stomach, which looks absolutely painful. Oh my god. Dr. Bourbon is now looking for Todd, but she finds no luck. But she does spot, well, Terry literally approaching her with, well, the machete. And oh my god, Dr. Bourbon's kill is so graphic, literally split in half. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so gruesome. Man, blood raged. This movie has crazy kills. We now have another scene with Todd, who apparently made it at the Shadowwoods apartment. Yay! That's very interesting. Moving on. We're now back with Terry, who, well, has blood on his shirt. And of course he says, it's not cranberry sauce. I mean, of course it's not. Just look at it. It is just blood on his shirt. Terry decides to put on a different shirt because, well, of course he doesn't want to act suspicious around everyone else with a bloody shirt. Terry decides to visit Andrea just for fun, I guess. And apparently she has tomato juice? What the heck? Andrea and, well, Terry get interrupted by this, well, I don't know, woman named Julie, and apparently she's, like, babysitting someone? I don't know. We now get to have another scene with Karen, who thinks this is, well, Terry, but obviously it's Todd. And Todd is admitting that he, like, escaped the, like, mental institution. And Karen starts to be, well, pretty nervous. So she tells Todd that, well, she's gonna leave, and then, well, she skedaddles and just runs away. Whoa! And apparently she tells her friends, that she met Todd. Karen tells Terry that, well, like, his brother Todd is on the loose, and Terry decides to, well, find his brother, which I guess is a good idea. And apparently Andrea tells her other friends that, like, the other friends can come to her house. Andrea, I could barely see you except for your hair. What is going on? Maddie is apparently having her own Thanksgiving adventure by eating leftovers on the food and apparently multitasking while pouring wine and, like, apparently calling someone, which I guess she's doing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Terry tells, well, his mom that, like, that Todd is around the area, and apparently Maddie tells, like, him to put on a blue sweater. Really, you're being really Pacific, but I guess she's just trying to be a good modder, which is, well, good. I don't really know, but I think she's just losing it at this point. I think she's just going crazy with everything happening. Todd finds Dr. Bourbon's dead body and apparently finds a gun so he can go after his evil brother, Terry. So I guess it's good to be prepared. Julie is now with her date, Bill, which I guess is pretty cool. And apparently Julie is talking to her baby. And Julie, like, apparently says to her baby that, like, her dad's gonna be rich and all. Well, I mean, the baby's dad. Good luck with that. Bill then answers the door, but before he can have any character development, well, he dies. Bill dies by being decapitated. Oh my god, that is crazy. I feel bad for Julie as well. She had to witness that. That's crazy. Todd apparently helps her mother from, like, I don't know, passing out from eating all that turkey and wine. Instead of Maddie going to sleep, apparently she wants to call this, like, random guy so she can apparently, I don't know where Todd is. Even if Todd was clearly with you, Maddie. But of course she doesn't know that because she thinks it's just, well, Terry. Apparently it's revealed that the character Andrea is dead from, well, Terry and Andrea's boyfriend Greg, which we can barely even see this character. Oh my god, what is going on here? Apparently we get to see this other character named Artie, and I think she's a pretty interesting character. But it's revealed that, well, Todd is behind, well, Artie, and apparently he's, like, pointing a gun. Oh my god, Todd, I mean, I know you're innocent, but I guess you want to do that so you can just get your evil twin brother, Terry. Oh, great, and you decide to run away, Todd? Huh, that's weird. But apparently Artie and Terry decide to, well, I don't know, find Todd. It's too late for Artie because, well, he does get stabbed by Terry with, like, lots of blood coming out of him. Oh my god! Oh my god! And sure, why not get a one-liner from Terry? Why not?
It's not cranberry sauce, Artie. It's not cranberry sauce.
Terry then reveals to Karen that, well, he is indeed the killer. And of course, as soon as he raises up that machete, he decides to almost get her, but she runs away from Terry. And of course, since this is a chase scene, of course we're gonna have some music in this chase scene. And not gonna lie, the soundtrack in this movie, not gonna lie, I absolutely love the soundtrack in this movie. Oh my god, I just love the soundtrack of that movie. It's super 80s, not gonna lie, but it is a really great soundtrack. I just love the soundtrack of this movie. So just make sure to look up the Blood Rage theme if you want, if you think the song is interesting. But I do, because that soundtrack just sounded so cool. Okay, anyways, enough talking about soundtracks. Moving on. Karen then finds a bunch of dead bodies, Final Girl style, because, well, of course you're gonna have that in a slasher horror movie film, because those are just how slashers are. And apparently Karen is annoyed about Terry. I mean, not gonna lie, I would be annoyed as well. But hey, at least we get to see a cool shadow of Terry. That's pretty interesting. Karen then sees the baby and decides to save the baby. That's really nice. But it is revealed that Julie died because, well, she got stabbed by the machete. Terry and Todd then, I don't know, have a little stare down because, of course, they're going to be staring at each other. This is their twins. But Karen decides to, well, I don't know, hide from Terry and decides to, well, hit him with a phone. And then Karen takes the baby. Oh, that's nice. And then apparently we get a goofy scene where, I don't know, Terry's just walking around. And then we get a scene with Maddie where she, well, finds a bloody, well, shirt from Terry. That's suspicious. Oh, and the corpse of, well, Brad, which is crazy. And apparently Maddie makes a promise, which I guess is good. Karen then walks into, I don't know, the pool room while Terry's just, I don't know, goofing around while Karen is just stressed. So she decides to run away from Terry and hide the baby. But as soon as she hides the baby, well, Karen's arm gets, well, kind of slashed. And then, well, she runs away into Todd. Oh, and now we have Terry and Todd. Wow, the twins reunite, and apparently the twins are going to fight because, well, of course that's how twins are. So they keep on fighting a bunch of times, and then Maddie decides to come in to the pool room and shoots Terry a bunch of times, which, well, kills Terry. Maddie then reunites with Todd, which is nice, and not gonna lie, it looks like they're both about to make out. This is so weird. It's then revealed that Maddie is, well, with Todd, not Terry. So Maddie starts to freak the heck out entirely while they're both shouting the name Todd, which is just so ridiculous. So yeah, Karen and the baby, well, are running away. And not gonna lie, I'm actually really glad that Karen and the baby survived this movie. That is really amazing. But it is bad news for Maddie because, well, she dies in a way that is super controversial. So yeah, all I can say is that Maddie is dead, which is absolutely crazy. And then the movie ends with a freeze frame, literally with, well, Todd's face. Wow, that was a crazy ending, I must say. So yeah, that's basically the end of me reviewing this movie, Blood Rage. Oh my god, this movie was crazy. It is cheesy, not gonna lie, but it's actually one of my favorite horror movies. One of my favorite Thanksgiving horror movies. I just really like it. I just am so happy I got to review this movie. And the soundtrack, I absolutely love the soundtrack. It is so amazing. I love the Blood Rage theme. It's super 80s, like I said before, but I do love the soundtrack. I really, really do. And yeah, it's crazy this movie has a lot of kills because the kills in this movie are so ridiculous, like top-notch ridiculous, like insane. Oh boy, there's lots of crazy dialogue in this movie, lots of crazy kills, lots of crazy characters. I had some of my favorite characters. I do have, well, favorite characters in this movie, of course, so yeah, that's basically what I have to say about Blood Rage. I enjoyed reviewing this movie. I hope all of you are having a happy Thanksgiving, since this video is coming out on Thanksgiving. So yeah, just be thankful, and yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys in the next movie review. Bye!